If we divided all the wealth in the world equally, every adult on Earth would have about $80,000. It sounds like a good start, right? But the reality is that half of the world's population lives on less than $3,000 a year. Meanwhile, the top 1% holds nearly half of everything that exists on the planet. But this video is not about charity statistics. It is about the architecture of power. Today, we are dissecting the global wealth pyramid. We will understand how money flows from the hands of those who work to the accounts of those who hold the assets, and why Switzerland, Singapore, and Luxembourg have become the fortresses of this invisible capital. Welcome to the 1% standard. At the base of our pyramid, we have nearly 3 billion people. For this group, money is a tool for daily survival. They trade their time for a salary that barely covers basic needs. In this stage, wealth is impossible to accumulate because inflation and the cost of living devour any surplus. The rule here is simple but cruel. If you stop working, your income stops. It is the liquidity trap. The system was designed so that this base provides the labor necessary for the top to scale. Without surplus, there is no investment. Without investment, there is no freedom. Moving up the pyramid, we find the global middle class. Here, income is higher, but the lifestyle is funded by debt. It is the world of 30-year mortgages and car loans. The problem with this layer is that they own liabilities that look like assets. They believe the house they live in is their greatest investment, when in fact, it is a monthly expense. Real wealth in this layer is static. In times of economic crisis, this is the class that suffers the most because their capital is tied up in goods that cannot be sold quickly. This is where the true transfer of wealth begins to happen toward the upper layers. Now, we enter the top, the 1%. To be here, you need a net worth of over $1 million. But the difference is not just the value in the account, it is the nature of that money. This group does not work for money. They own the assets that generate money. They are the owners of the companies where the base works. They are the landlords of the houses where the middle class lives. In this layer, wealth becomes self-sustaining. Capital generates dividends. Dividends are reinvested, and the power of compound interest creates an insurmountable distance between the top and the rest of the world. If we go up a little further, we reach the 0.1%. Here, we are not talking about millions, but billions. This group controls the institutions that manage the world's wealth. Companies like BlackRock and Vanguard, which together manage more than $20 trillion, belong to this ecosystem. Here, money becomes political. This group has the ability to influence currencies, interest rates, and national laws. Their wealth is protected by structures that cross borders, using jurisdictions like Switzerland to ensure their capital is safe from the instability of any individual government. We are living through the largest transfer of wealth in human history. As technology advances and artificial intelligence replaces manual labor, the value of work is falling, while the value of ownership is skyrocketing. In the future, the divide will not be between those who earn a lot and those who earn a little, but between those who own the technology and those who are just users. The distribution of wealth is becoming increasingly vertical. Those who do not learn to move their capital into productive assets will be left behind in a system that rewards possession over production. The wealth pyramid is not an accident, it is a design. Understanding where you are and where the system is pushing you is the first step toward financial freedom. The 1% is not a closed club by invitation, but a state of consciousness about how the rules of money actually work. If you want to position your wealth on the right side of history, subscribe to the channel. We will teach you how to read the map that the elite use to navigate global chaos. Welcome to the Standard.